I thought it was all in my head. I used to believe that real horror needed monsters, claws, blood, shadows that move on their own. I was wrong. Real horror doesn't scream, it whispers. And by the time you realize it's there, it already knows everything about you. I'm writing this because I don't trust my own memories anymore. There are gaps in my days, entire hours I can't explain, messages on my phone I don't remember sending, notes in my handwriting that feel like they were written by someone who knows me, but isn't me. And before you think this is a story or some creepy fiction, I wish it were. Day 1. The first thing I noticed was the noise. A faint tapping. Not loud enough to wake me fully, just enough to make my dreams uncomfortable. Tap. Pause. Tap, tap. When I finally opened my eyes, my room looked normal. Same cracked ceiling, same half-open closet door, same digital clock glowing 3:17 a.m. The tapping stopped. I lay there, heart racing, listening. Nothing, just the low hum of the city outside my apartment window. I laughed at myself under my breath. Stress, I thought. Lack of sleep. I worked a desk job, data analysis, long hours, too much screen time. My life was predictable, quiet, painfully boring. The kind of life where your brain invents drama because reality refuses to. I turned over and went back to sleep. I shouldn't have.
Day 2. I woke up late. That alone was strange. I'm obsessive about alarms. I set 3 every morning. Yet when I grabbed my phone, it showed 10:42 a.m. and no missed alarms. But that wasn't the worst part. On my phone screen was a notification preview from Notes. Don't look at the reflection too long today. I frowned. I didn't remember writing that. I opened the app. The note was time-stamped 3:19 a.m., 2 minutes after the tapping stopped. I deleted it, annoyed at myself for creeping myself out, and rushed for work. That's when I noticed my bathroom mirror. There was a faint smudge on it, like someone had pressed their forehead against the glass. I wiped it clean, telling myself not to be stupid. But as I turned away, a thought slid into my mind, uninvited and cold. You already checked. Why are you checking again? I froze, because I had checked again. Without realizing it, I had turned back toward the mirror, my face inches from the glass, eyes searching my own reflection like I expected it to blink first. I stepped back fast, breathing hard. That was the moment the fear started. Not loud, not dramatic, but deep and quiet, settling somewhere behind my ribs. Day 4. I skipped day 3 in my memory. I know that because my work email says otherwise. Apparently, I attended 2 meetings, responded to multiple messages, even cracked a joke in Slack that got several laughing reactions. I remember none of it. What I do remember is standing in my kitchen on day 4, holding a mug of cold coffee, staring at the wall while my mind felt crowded, like there were too many thoughts moving at once. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. I didn't answer. A second later, a text came in. Unknown. You didn't listen about the mirror. My hands started shaking. I typed back, "Me. Who is this?" The reply came instantly. "You. Just later." I blocked the number. 3 seconds later, my phone buzzed again. Same message. Different number.
Day 6. I started recording myself. Not for proof, for sanity. I set my laptop camera to record while I slept. If something was happening, I wanted to see it. The next morning, I almost didn't watch the footage. I wish I hadn't. At 3:14 a.m., I sat straight up in bed. Not groggy, not confused, awake. I stared directly into the camera lens and smiled. I don't smile like that. Then I spoke, clear, calm, familiar. You're not ready to remember yet. At 3:18 a.m., I lay back down. At 3:19 a.m., the video glitched. When it came back, the camera was turned, pointing directly at my mirror. Day 7. I stopped sleeping. I was afraid of what happened when I wasn't watching myself. That's when I noticed the reflections acting late. Not wrong, just late. I'd move my hand and my reflection would follow half a second after. Blink, and it blinked just a moment too slow. Anyone else would say it was imagination, but imagination doesn't send messages from your own phone at night. At 3:17 a.m. every night, my screen would light up with the same notification. We're getting closer. The truth, or what I think is the truth. I went to a therapist. Didn't tell her everything, just enough. Stress, dissociation, memory gaps. She nodded like she'd seen it 100 times. Then she asked one question that made my blood run cold. Have you been experiencing the sense that someone else is living parts of your life for you? I didn't answer. She leaned forward. Because that usually happens when the mind decides it can't protect you anymore. Tonight. It's 3:16 a.m. right now. I can hear the tapping again. This time it's not coming from the wall. It's coming from the mirror. My phone just lit up. One last message. You're ready now. Turn around. I don't want to, but my body already is. End of part 1.